Now, Chip, as we've been going through Office 365, I've noticed that by my picture there's a little green line. What does that mean?
Okay, that's a good question. And you'll notice that on yours, you have a little green line next to your picture. If I'm looking at you in my Office 365, in this case I've got an email, that's actually a calendar meeting acceptance from you. If I were to go into my contacts, my people, and look for you, you'll see I see the same green line there. So this is called the Link Presence Indicator, or the Skype for Business Presence Indicator. And this is kind of the simplest thing that Skype for Business does. It's just a way of telling your colleagues whether or not you're available right now. Skype for Business, formerly known as Microsoft Link, is the real-time communication center inside Office 365. While it's also available separately, in this course we're going to assume you are using Skype for Business as part of your Office 365 subscription. It's important to note that Skype for Business is different from the free communication service also known as Skype. They have some of the same features, such as chat, audio, and video calls, but Skype for Business is designed to integrate with other Microsoft solutions such as Exchange and Outlook. For example, your Skype for Business conversations are saved inside your Microsoft Outlook. Skype for Business allows people to communicate with others both inside and outside the organization, but most of its features work best when communicating with coworkers. You can host an audio call, video call, or screen sharing session in a Skype for Business meeting with one other person or up to 250 other people. Or you can broadcast a meeting to up to 10,000 other people. Combined with a feature called Cloud PBX, Skype for Business can even be your business phone system, allowing you to make and receive traditional telephone calls right from inside Skype for Business. The simplest Skype services are the Presence Indicator, which tells your Skype for Business connections whether you're available or busy, and the Instant Message Chat feature. Skype for Business works through apps you can download for Windows, Mac, Android devices, iPhones, and iPads, and other devices. Some Skype for Business features also work through a web browser, including the Presence Indicator and some chat functions. But many features do require the Skype for Business application, so we'll work with both the online version and the desktop app in this course. So if we look at my desktop application, right now it says that I'm in a meeting. If I click on this drop down, you can see I have some choices. So you can see I could set my status to available, busy, do not disturb, which is kind of a more intense busy, be right back, off work, appear away, and so on.
Now, I see this list, but none of those says in a meeting. So how did you get to that point?
Good point. Well, this is integrated with the rest of your Office 365. So if I go back over into my Office 365, and if I look at my calendar, you can see that right now I am actually in a meeting. I actually have an event scheduled on my calendar with another person. So all of these pieces tie together. Skype for Business is connected to Outlook. It knows that I'm in a meeting, and so it automatically changes my status to in a meeting. Now I can change that. If I want to, I can drop that down and I can say, I'm available. Maybe it's not the kind of meeting where I can't be disturbed. So now anyone who's looking at me will show this as available. You can see back over here in my web interface, my line is changed to green. If you look at me on your side,
green.
Right. So, and it may take a minute or two to update, but it's just a way to let your colleagues know what's going on.
Okay.
So I can also let them know what's going on by typing in this little status report up here. I don't find this particularly helpful, but it is something you can do. So if you don't currently have anything, it'll say what's happening today, and I can come up here and type in a message like I'm filming an Office 365 course. This is called your personal note, and this will show up in certain places. So if someone looks you up in the Skype for Business app, they'll see that message. They may or may not see that message in different parts of Outlook as well. And so once I press enter, anyone who's looking at my record in Skype for Business will see my personal note that says I'm filming an Office 365 course. In fact, go ahead and pull up your Skype for Business desktop app.
Okay.
And under my name, you can see where it tells you my personal note.
Yep.
Now on mine, I don't see you in my Skype for Business desktop app, so I need to look for you. Conveniently, there's a search box right in the middle that says find someone. If I type in your name, it's going to find all the Ben Burrises in my list, and yours is actually the top one, so I'll choose that. Now, if you're somebody I'm going to be communicating with a lot, I probably want to see you on my home screen when I first come in. So I'm going to right-click and choose Add to Favorites. And so now on the front page of my Skype for Business application, I'll see your indicator.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I don't like about the personal note is that not everybody is religious about changing their personal note. In fact, I see on here that your personal note says Link Mobile.
Ah.
And I'm pretty sure that's from when we were filming a Link course 2 years ago.
That would make sense.
And hasn't been updated since. So the personal note's not always a really accurate indicator of where people are. The same is really true of the presence indicator as well. It's only as good as the people that are changing it. Now, Skype for Business can do a lot more than just show your presence and show a personal note. We can use it for chat sessions. We can use it for audio calls, video calls. We can use it for screen sharing sessions. We can send files back and forth. Let's demonstrate a couple of those.
Okay.
So if I right-click on your information, you can see I have a whole menu of things that I can do. And the first one is to send an instant message. I can also get there if I just double-click on your contact. So this opens a chat screen. You can see it says that we're in a chat with 2 participants. Now I can add more participants. I can click on the plus button up here and add someone else, but we won't do that today. And I can just say, "Hi, Ben."
Oh, okay. So I see that I've got 2 notifications. It looks like one is from my Office 365, and I guess the other one is from the desktop app?
Right. Since you have both the web and the desktop open, you're getting 2 notifications. Now you can choose which one you want to respond to. I would respond from the desktop application for now.
Okay. So there we go. It opens up a window.
And just like any other chat client, you can send me messages. Notice that we have some links down here at the bottom if I want to attach a file to send, if I want to change the priority for the message, if I want to choose a smiley face, which is sort of like an emoji. One of the things that always confuses me about the smileys is when I click on them, the window doesn't go away. It did actually insert it, and then I can just click away to make that go away. Now to send the message, I can just press enter, or if for some reason I want to use the mouse, I can click on this send button here at the end.
Well, the IM seems pretty straightforward, but you mentioned audio and video calls.
That's right. If you look at the bottom of our interface here, we have buttons to start a video call, audio call, or screen sharing session, and we're going to talk about that in the next module.
Okay, sounds good.